This week we in our 1 year anniversary.
Oh my God!
We are so behind because we focus on the wrong things.
Because I see some channels where they're reacting and their numbers are huge, and it's just people going, oh, on something that you already watched.
The more you learn, the more you're able to grow.
Yeah.
Podcast is in a lot of markets.
But also, we just want to say to those who want to get started and get into YouTubing and podcasting, just get started.
Yo, it's your boy, LJ Chaplin, with Lady Season, bringing to you Chilling with the Chaplins, where we deep dive, giving you practical concepts in ministry, business, relationship, and personal development. So we can take control of our life. Let's go and let's get it started. Welcome to Chilling with the Chaplins. It's your boy LJ with the one and only, my lovely wife, Lady Susan, in the building. Yes. You know we're about that vibe each and every week. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got us. So this week we in our 1 year anniversary. Oh my God. Of podcasting, yes. Happy anniversary. Yeah, 1 anniversary. 1 year. 1 year doing this podcast.
Exactly.
1 year, yes. We can never forget about our anniversary.
We're supposed to wear party hats.
Right. You know, we did it on Black Friday.
Yeah, today is Black Friday.
Black Friday, yes.
And we're just excited
We're excited.
Just grateful to have achieved this milestone.
Yes.
You know, let me tell you, podcasting, YouTubing is a lot of work.
Yes.
It has definitely changed our lives.
Yes.
Because whenever we going somewhere, we think, should we make content with what where we are?
Yes.
And you know, we have to schedule in even recording.
Yes.
In the midst of our crazy lifestyle.
Yes.
So it's done quite a bit of changes in our
Yes.
lives.
Yes.
But we are here to actually share with you our
But hold on,
journey.
Definitely. We're gonna share with you our podcast journey. Cause I do want to ask my wife. I thought she was gonna go to something else, but I do want to ask my wife because chillers, you gotta understand. My wife was skeptical of doing this podcast.
No, I wasn't skeptical. I just did not want to do it.
She did not want to do it.
You know why? But just looking at our busy schedules, I was thinking, where will we fit it in? We've got a lot of stuff going on as it is. Yes, podcasting and YouTubing is something that's really thriving right now. And, you know, you want to jump in while things are still hot. But, like, be realistic, dude. Is there time for it? But then again, he twisted my arm. He forced me.
I did not force you.
He sure did.
I did not force you. I did not force you.
And how do I feel a year later?
Yeah, how do you feel about the podcast a year later after all the things that we learned, all the things that we grew? You know, what do you feel? Are you happy we did a podcast a year later? Or, you know, how you feel?
I am happy. You know, it's great to have a platform where you can share your thoughts, your mind, what you've learned, and what you feel will benefit people, you know, other people. So it's been a great game changer for me and our lives, and just to also help us build our brands.
Yes.
Individually and even collectively. So do I regret it? Absolutely not. You know, it's been great. Just, you know, for me, I think the biggest benefit for doing this is just to be able to have a sit down with you.
Yes.
You know, a forced sit down, literally.
A forced sit down.
You know, sometimes I don't feel like doing it. Sometimes it comes up with topics that I don't agree with. You know, and vice versa. You know, I come up with topics he is not so keen about. But we still do it. We still work it out and sit in front of the camera and do it. So it's helped us with communication as well.
Yes.
It helped us speak about topics that we never really would have spoken about if we weren't doing it in a setting like this.
Yes. And I even had somebody that came to me, how do you do it? How do you do the podcast with your wife? You know, how do you take turns? How do you set things? How to set things up? And my thing is, I told her, one, she focused more on the Sunday Funday episode. It was her idea to do the Sunday Funday episodes, so she mostly focused on.
So the ones that she mostly love, I'm responsible. I'm the production executive or whatever.
Yes,
executive production.
She focused more. She focused more. I told her she focused more on the Sunday Funday. And I focus more on the Friday content. But yes, every now and then, she do come up with some ideas for the Friday content that we can speak on, as vice versa. Every now and then, I might come up with something on Sunday. But like I said, we try to work together and we try to elaborate. And like I said, even though, sometimes Sundays I don't agree with it, but because we are a team, I just try to play along.
But Sundays have been fun. I don't know why you don't agree with it.
Sometimes I'm like,
but they end up, blowing up.
Like,
And they end up blowing up. And you'll be like, oh, I'm glad we did that. I'm like, yeah, I know what people like.
I'm like, But and then the Friday episodes, because I like learning, I like education, so I'm big on adding value to others.
So let's talk about that. So why? Because I was asked by one YouTuber, whom I was just asking for some guidance on how we're doing with our channel, etc. She asked me why the Friday segment? Why do we make it so serious? What about it? Maybe our channels also want to know, or like what made you think of that structure? Why did you want to have it, talk about subjects of that nature?
Yes, because we are in an education self-improvement podcast, and I'm big on adding value to others. I want to share my knowledge, the things that I learned that's in the world, either in business or whatever, just doing different things. I want to just share my knowledge to the people, to the audience that's out there. So whenever I can get back, I want to get back. So I come up with different topics that I'm like, I think this could be great, and it's good. It's a good way to help them to understand and to be able to be the best version of themselves. So that's the reason why I came up with the Friday episode, just to add value and to to help people with different topics or different segments or different things that maybe they won't know unless they read in the book. Because a lot of times, some things, if you haven't read a book or you haven't been exposed to it, you won't know. You won't know about it. So the things that I learned, either through a book, either through a different podcast, either through something that I experienced in either work or business or education, that I can bring to you.
So real life,
real life situations that I learned that can help somebody else to basically either overcome it or basically don't even hit the pitfall that I hit, because I experienced it, and so I'm trying to bring it to you, so that, because sometimes the reason why we don't do things and we procrastinate is because a lot of times of the unknown.
That's true. We pay for ignorance.
We pay for ignorance. My wife loves saying it. We pay for ignorance.
Yeah, we do. So that's the view on how you came up about the Friday segments.
Yes.
They more thoughtful. They more thought intriguing.
Yes.
Wanting you to think. It's not. So this is what we were trying to also maintain, is that we didn't want an entertainment channel. There's too many out there. Too many. And people are not getting anything out of them. It's just listening to people's gossips, listening to what's happening. I mean, everybody's doing that. And besides that, everybody's doing it. What are people benefiting from that? Once they've consumed that information on that content, what are they taking out of that? Oh, somebody slept with this person's husband, and this person bought a fake whatever, and we wanted to come up with content that you will leave feeling you've learned something out of it. Is it exciting all the time to listen to such content?
No. It's boring.
Because educational things are not necessarily exciting. They're not necessarily something that will make your ears tickle, or but it's something that have to be spoken about.
Yes. because that's the only way we could grow in life. That's the only way we can overcome different challenges in our community, in our area of business, whatever. That's the only way we could grow. And so a lot of times that's where we lack in the Black and brown community,
Right.
because we love excitement. We want, we love excitement. We love things, but we are so behind because we focus on the wrong things.
On the fun stuff.
We worry about the wrong things, and while we having fun, we doing this, we keeping up with the Joe and all that kind of stuff, but the other person is much further ahead. Why? Because they worry about how to build their family, how to leave a legacy, how to invest and do all these different things. While we worry about having fun and the latest gear and the latest outfit and who you sleep with and all that kind of stuff.
But the truth of the matter is, they always say numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie.
Our Friday numbers, they don't do that great.
Yes.
Compared to the Sunday
fun,
which is more fun, more relaxed. Because I think people are looking for that break. Life is so serious out there.
Yes.
And they just want something that, they can go on YouTube and see the Chaplins and just laugh. And be educated at the same time. Because I think that's how I came up with the Sunday feature, is that let's laugh and have fun.
Yes.
We don't have to be serious and talk about things that are so serious. Yeah. And then also we use it as a platform to flog, because people, they want to get to know us better.
Yes.
And the best way to do that is by flogging. Events, not everything of our lives, of course, but, events where we feel they might be fun to watch, just like our trip to South Africa. That was one of our major vlogs that we've done, a big run that we did throughout the year. But I just want to say that, yes, go ahead.
Right, and one thing that I just thought I want to know, one thing too, we also not a YouTube channel, we are a podcast channel. And so we're trying to build it where we're not just being just YouTube.
Well, we are on YouTube too, so we are both.
But
we are both
but the long vision is more podcast, and basically I went in as just like, okay, build it as a podcast. But now I see bigger than podcast. Now I see media company, media information, where we diversify with many avenues and many things, where we doing other things. Because like I said, coming soon, we also going to be doing interviews. So these are something things that we're going to be branching out, where we doing more than just fun, having fun, have some excitement, being serious content with just us two, but also we're going to be doing interviews and then so forth and so forth, because this is not just a YouTube channel or YouTubers and a podcast, but this is a media house.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's really, we have bigger plans for this channel, for the podcast. But we're just grateful that we're able to do it in both ways. They usually say you hit two birds with one stone.
Yes.
So we got into the podcasting scene and we got into the YouTube scene with the same content, which is great. I wanted to say, let's just talk a little bit about the entertainment versus, real content, like the content that we bring up, educational stuff. Why is it that, like for example, on Friday the numbers are not doing that great, the Sunday numbers pick up? Why do people, mainly the black culture, black community, don't want to listen to serious stuff? They would rather listen to people gossiping or reactions, because I see some channels where they're reacting and their numbers are huge, and it's just people going, oh, on something that you've already watched, but the numbers are crazy. And then when you come up with stuff like we come up with, where we're talking serious topics, the numbers are dwindling. Why is that?
Well, one, it's all about teaching. It's all about, preparing people, different things. Because like I said, in our culture, we were so used to fun and entertainment, and so now we gotta kind of change the narrative and begin to start embracing, learning, education, learning, and putting education over fun.
Right.
It's okay to have fun. We don't want to take away fun. This is what we do. We got rhythm, we got excitement, we got fun, but also we want to put education and learning over fun, because I preach a certain serious no substance over excitement, because at the end of the day, the more you learn, the more you're able to grow.
Yeah.
The further you can go, the further you can become. So it just and that's about it. I think for years and years and years, we just had a different priorities. And that's what we was about. And so it's starting to change. I think more and more millennials, starting to change, and now they starting having learning, education, and they're starting to see it's very important, because like I said, millennials don't want to work at the job. And so they want to get what they can and grow, so that they can become
And the best way to know all these other things is to either Google it, YouTube it, or listen to a podcast.
Yes.
These are the new streams of information.
Yes.
You won't find somebody reading a newspaper or like a manual, literally, newspaper. They will go online to check that out.
Yes.
They will Google something. They will YouTube something. They will listen to podcasts for information. So that's where we come in. Whether the numbers are big or not right now, we're still going to continue, because we feel strongly about these topics, and we feel that if we're benefiting out of them, then you're definitely benefiting out of them. And also, it's an algorithmic game with these podcasts and streaming channels, where you just have to just keep doing what you're doing, be consistent. One day it's going to click and blow up.
And another thing too, with the algorithm and things like that, with the entertainment, with YouTube, it depends on what you present to, because you get paid on certain channels don't get paid. They might have millions of views, but they making less money because of the RPMs. YouTube don't pay for people that do skits and do entertainments and curse a lot. They pay less money. So people that's in the education space, real estate, some beauty, things like that, you get paid more money because of advertisement. They prefer the market they brand on an education channel, on a teaching channel, motivational, and things like that, rather than a entertainment channel.
So having said that, we want to say, with your support, we've managed to get monetized.
Yes.
So thank you so much for that. We were able to reach 1,000 subscribers within 10 months.
10 months.
Which was incredible for us, because we newbies in the industry. Nobody knew us. We really had to start from scratch.
Yes.
And one of those people where our families and friends, they take their time in supporting us.
Yes.
They've come on board, but
slowly but surely. More her family.
Yeah. And we're just so grateful for everyone who's really supported us along the way. And since we monetized, of course, we're going to get a check from YouTube. I'm sure you want to know about that too, right? And we're not going to disclose the amount as of yet. It's not
as much. Yeah, it's not a lot.
And we haven't really cashed it.
We haven't cashed it.
We just wanted to build up in the back office.
Yes.
But we are monetized, and the check comes when you watch the videos. The ads. So when you skip those ads, guess what? We don't get paid for your view. So just keep that in mind, not just for us, but for other YouTubers and other podcasters as well. When you don't listen to those ads, then we don't get paid.
Yeah.
Just know that. Because I remember speaking to one of my cousin sisters. She's like, oh, I didn't know. I always skip that thing. I'm like, no, never ever skip it again. She's like, oh, thanks for letting me know. So some people, we assume that people know this, but some people don't know it. That's why we bring it up, so that you know, because we talk about our YouTube and podcast journey within this 1 year, 12 months of being on these two channels, right? So what are other benefits of YouTubing and podcasting that you can think of?
What are the benefits? Well, one of the benefits, the reason why I decided to, one of the benefits for the podcast was to create a platform. Like I said, was to create a platform because one, we didn't have a platform. We started from scratch. We building our brands. We building our business. And, you know, because we didn't have a platform, because we didn't really know too many people, this was one way to get out there, to put our information out there so that people get to know us. And so for us to be a coach, a speaker, and a trainer, so I'm like, okay, let's build our platform. Because me, one thing I got to share too, when I gave my life to Christ, and the Lord was taking me to the journey, and I became a pastor, you know, I never worried about, you know, going out there speaking and on other platforms. I didn't beg nobody to speak on other platforms. Why? Because the Lord was showing me that, you know, you don't worry about who called you. Build your own platform. That's what the Lord was showing me. Build your own platform. I don't have to chase for a platform and to be on somebody else's platform when I can build my own. And sometimes, and when you looking for and you chasing things, sometimes you got to do what they want you to do. And me, I'm like, yo, I want to do what God tell me to do. I want to do God's will without compromising, without saying something
because
that you.
When you get called on some of those pulpits or platforms, you gotta do certain things.
You gotta do certain things.
And some of them are not in line with your values.
And
morals, and you know, So that's great. So you just wanted to build a platform.
I want to build. It was to build to build a platform. To get out there, and the other tip is to increase. To create awareness so that people get to know us more.
Is it a tip or something that you wanted to do?
Well, it was to create awareness. It was to create awareness. So, like I said, because we didn't have a platform, because, like I said, we building it from scratch. We building a business.
We wanted to touch on topics that we feel like other people are not talking about, or if they are, just bringing our twist.
Put our twist. And that's another thing too, because when I started the podcast, I think I mentioned before, you know, I like one thing, because I'm like I said, I'm a business marketing. I'm a business marketing major, so I understand a little bit about. I know about business, and I understand how to market because I am a marketing major. And so by being in business and being coaches, there's a lot of coaches. Coaches is like one of the number one industries out there is to be a coach, and so it's so many coaches. So I'm like, okay, by me starting my business as a coach, how can I stand out? What is my USP? You know, what makes me different from everybody else? And I said, you know what, one advantage is I do have a South African wife who speak very well, very well. And so what my USP, I said, you know, but there's not too many coaches podcasting, you know, with two African Americans. I mean, two black, two kind of people.
I'm sure one African American.
Well, one African American, one's African. There's not too many black.
I could be South African American.
Yeah, South African American, but there's not too many people. There's really none. I think we're the only one that's two black couples that's podcasting. That's a coach. I'm like, that's what makes that's a USP.
I'm sure there's someone out there.
I haven't seen no one. Like I said, YouTubers, like when you see people that's on YouTube channels, most of the time it's multicultural. You know, like I'm talking about white man, black woman. Most of the times it's like they're all white female, black man. But you know, so I'm like, what makes us different? I said, you know what? By doing this podcast, you know, me and my wife can do this, and we can talk from different perspectives.
Cultures.
Yeah, different cultures, male, female perspectives, or different. So these are different perspectives that you can get, and so that what makes us different. And that's why I'm like, you know what, podcasts would be great, so they can get our point of view, our perspectives that coming from two black people.
But also, I think besides that, for you, it was also a matter of trying to improve your speaking ability.
That's true, yes. A little selfish.
Yeah, in the beginning it was a bit hard.
Yes.
You felt as if I was coming at him because, you know, I'm outspoken and I speak my mind.
Yes.
And I'm not going to go, you know, let down. I'm just going to speak what I feel and what I think. Because I also knew that it was a training ground for him.
Yes.
And we could probably say he's really improved within the 12 months. So well done, LJ.
I'm trying. But that's another thing too. It does help me out to be to
More
become a
assertive
more certain speaker, a better podcaster, a better interview. Working on it. That's why I'm looking forward to the interviews so that I know how to interview and pose these different questions because of my my introvert because I'm very introverted and because I didn't like conflict. So this was, like I said, it was.
How does conflict come into YouTubing and interviewing?
But because like I said, me and you is we different. Like I said, you're more outspoken, so it helps me out to do, especially.
Would you say he's not outspoken? I'm sitting here listening. I'm like, okay, you go on, LJ. Okay. Yeah. So, but we had our own motives.
Yes,
but at the end of the day, we really wanted to bring out quality
advice,
quality information
and learn and grow at the same time. Because, like I said, this podcast it does help us. You know, like I said, you think it's helping you, but it's also helping us at the same time. We're able to touch on topics that we can learn from and grow from. Because some things that, like, you know, if we talk about issues that we not practicing, that's where we gotta start practicing it now. Because why? Because we telling it out there, and so we don't want. We challenge ourselves because we don't want to look like a hypocrite. That we telling you we should and we not practicing.
So what would you say the benefits are of being in these platforms? Like briefly, the benefits.
The benefit is the main one is brand awareness, create awareness. You know, if you're trying to build a platform, if you're trying to build a business, you know, YouTube, all these different platforms is great. It's a great way to bring awareness to your market, to your business, because especially like I said, when 2019 the Lord told me, look for you got over 1 billion people around the world, but you got to find them, you got to go to them. And so this is a great way to look for me, to find the individuals who want to hear, who want to work with me. And so there was a great way. So great awareness, this is the only way you can, you know, because like I said, podcast is in a lot of markets. You know, China, Asia, Europe, the islands, South Africa. You know, it's all over the world.
Before he lists the entire globe, just rest.
It's all over the world. So you know, and so. This is a great way to increase awareness. Like I said, you just don't have to depend on your local market, you know, because like I said, brick and mortar, you don't have to worry about brick and mortar. You could be global because you can impact the world.
Right. So it's just to share information in a nutshell after all that, you know.
Sometimes I can go into it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But also we just wanted to, you know, to share a bit of our lives with you guys so that you get to know us better.
Yes.
And also to teach each other cultures. You know, when we started the Sunday Funday, people thought, is she crazy? But I saw the benefits of it when we went to South Africa because he knew majority of the stuff that we had been talking about.
And I'm grateful.
And you know, it was such a great university for him.
Yes.
It was teaching too.
Yes.
So when we got to South Africa, to a completely different culture, the shock wasn't as much as it would have been when we were not talking about these issues and you were not exposed to them.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
I was a culture shock.
Right. Well, you had a few.
It wasn't bad. Yeah, it wasn't major.
You were well prepared.
Yes.
Now let's talk about some of the
cons.
The cons.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Equipment just one.
There's few challenges.
We were fortunate enough that we do have a very good phones.
Yes, very good phones.
Because I think we started off with our phone.
Nope, iPad.
Oh, we started right off with the iPad.
Yeah, right off the pad. I did.
So we have
purchase.
an iPad Pro 13 that we use as equipment, and it's pretty good. But one thing we didn't know how to set up the imaging of
the image,
you know. So our lighting in some videos is really good. and in some
it's
not
really
so
quality,
great.
yeah.
You know, it's bad quality. And fortunately, we have a very good editor who kept on telling us, "Oh, did you try this? Did you do this?"
Yeah.
And then we finally got it. You know.
Yeah, and we had to go through 2 editors as well.
Yeah,
we had one editor which was great. He started it with
He was
us.
just doing mediocre.
Yeah.
He wasn't going out of his way
But he was great.
and seeing the bigger picture. Yeah, it was a great start.
Yes.
But then the one that we have right now, we're very happy with it.
Yes, very happy.
We would love to learn how to edit for ourselves when we get the extra time. But in the meantime, we are sourcing it because he does a good job. And
Very
because
good
we
job.
do not have the time to sit down and do the videos.
That's somebody that we will always keep. Like I think, like in our on basically on our team. Because he do
Well,
great
I don't
work.
want to say always. Never say
Always, that's true. Never say always.
You don't know what the future
Yes,
holds.
never hold. Yeah,
But
yeah.
he's a good friend of
He's a
ours,
good-
and
yeah.
we're grateful to have him on board.
But the equipment is one, and it's challenging. And so when you do like podcasting, when you do YouTube or content creation, you want to make sure you have the right equipment.
Yeah, but you can start off on your phone
Yes.
as well.
Yeah,
I mean, just
yeah.
the thing is just get started.
Get started.
Don't
But I'm
be,
talking about-
don't be hooked up in trying to get the best equipment, the
Yeah.
best microphone.
Because even with the equipment, the iPad's not the best equipment, but
Yeah.
it would do.
It
You know,
would,
of course you want a good quality camera. You know,
Mhm.
but the iPad would do for what we were doing. And because the main thing I did, like I did purchase the good quality mics and the machine to use for the equipment. So you know that part of the equipment was good, but definitely want to have good equipment if you can afford it. But if not, your phones it will do until you're able to.
And also just setting up, we have a little studio
Yes.
in our home that we set up.
A little studio session.
With a little, backdrop, etc. We're going to hopefully improve it in the near future and maybe
Yes.
change it here now and then. And of course, lighting is very important.
Right, lighting is
We have
very
really,
important.
really good lighting.
Yes.
No matter how good your camera is, but if your
Yes.
lighting is poor, then the video quality becomes poor.
Yes,
as
yes,
well.
yeah, and just for you saying backdrop as well, cause when you record it, you don't want a plain wall. Nobody want to look at no plain wall. So when you record it, you definitely want to have a good backdrop.
Something happening. Not too busy,
Yeah, not
but
too
something
busy.
happening.
But so it's not a plain wall that they watch because it get boring.
It
It get boring.
Yeah, so I mean the cost of editing, because we
Yes.
pay our editor, that
Yes.
the cost that goes into it, and even just starting it off, having the tripods for our iPad, the microphones, the lighting,
Yes,
etc.
of
That
course.
was money that we had to put in,
And also
we believe
the-
that it will come back. At some
Also the platform, to put on the audio platform, it wasn't cheap. So I do pay for to put it on the audio platform.
So do support the audio platform.
Yes, for the audio, because I paid for that so that you're able to listen to.
Unlike YouTube, we don't pay. The only thing that we pay for is YouTube Buddy.
Yes,
because it
yes.
helps, to see
The analytics.
with the analytics, and also what is that thing when you post to see the video, how SEO.
SEO, yes, SEO.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, to see how the SEO
how's
look.
it
Yeah.
doing. But also, we just want to say to those who want to get started and get into YouTubing and podcasting, just get started.
Just get started.
The first year, second year, third year, some people would tell you that they were not doing that great. But come year 3, year 4, year 5, or you never know when you're gonna blow up.
You never know.
Because you can post the videos today, they can be monetized in 10 years' time.
Yes.
You get paid, for something that you did 10 years ago.
10 years ago, yeah.
And it can even blow up 10 years later.
Yes.
So all we want to say and encourage you guys as we close off, that just get started, do something. If it's something that you think you'd be interested in doing, just do it. You will find your feet around as
Yes,
you
it's
go.
something I heard. Done is better than good.
Yeah.
A lot of times you don't have to have everything. It don't have to be perfect. For you to get started. You will learn on the way. You will get better on the way. Like, look at myself, even with podcasting. When I first started, I wasn't all that great. I got better and better. I became you're gonna become a better podcaster. You're gonna become a better editor. You're gonna become a better on YouTube, whatever it is, you're gonna get better. Your episodes get better. The topics, the things that you're gonna talk about, it gets better because.
But the main thing is consistency.
Consistency,
Sometimes
yes.
we're doing this thing with our eyes almost half closed because
Yes.
we're tired, and we'll be dragging ourselves, but we get it done.
Yes, consistency.
Because we promise ourselves that we will do it, at least post 2 videos a week and be consistent. And boy, we have tried.
Yes.
Even when we're on vacation,
Yes.
we have really having had to go through load shedding.
Load shedding,
We have to go through slow internet.
Yes. It was tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a challenge. That was the especially in South Africa. That was a challenge because, like I said, our phones. We are in New Jersey, so being because our phone New Jersey and we was in South Africa, our services was on South Africa network.
Roaming.
Yeah, we were roaming, and it's not the greatest.
Yeah.
So because we was on using their network, it was a challenge.
Yeah.
So trying to edit, trying to do, it was a lot.
In between trying to see family.
Yes,
and
it was a lot.
On the vacation.
It was a lot.
And plan a wedding. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
We got it done.
Yes, we got it done because it was all about adding value. We all about adding value, helping others to grow and to be better. That's the main thing. I love helping people. That's my biggest thing. I have a heart for people. I have a heart for people and adding value.
Yeah.
That's more important to me. Is adding value. I love giving back. I love giving back. And so whenever I can, I try to do as much as I can because.
And we're so grateful to have people like him.
Yes.
So we've come to the end. We hope that our year journey that we've shared with you guys, you understand where we were coming from and where we are right now. We really, really know that we would not have done it without your help.
Yes.
So we're grateful to each and every one of you guys. But we still want to grow. We've been sitting around 1,000 for a while now. Let's get us to 2,000.
Get us to 2,000 to 5,000. Share the video. Share the video.
Like it. Subscribe if you have not. And also
the audio platform let's build this audio platform up as well.
This
with the downloads.
Our big focus will also be on the audio.
Yes.
Let's get people to download, listen to that. Don't listen to the YouTube while you're cleaning. Just listen to the audio while you're cleaning.
Yes.
How's that?
And follow that audio.
And follow and like and leave a comment, etc.
Yes.
So having said that, we just wanna also thank everyone.
Thank you.
For
just
rolling with us.
Yes, because we do it for you.
Yeah.
We do this for you. So we thank you for tuning in and listen to us as we, go through.
And we do encourage you guys to write in the comment section
Yes.
topics that you'd like us to cover. We are looking into interviewing as well, because you might be thinking, why are they not interviewing like other podcasters? No, we're looking into doing that. It's coming. It takes time, and also it takes a bit of more effort as well, because you have to get the people in, etc., etc. So we're working on that. Hopefully 2023 that will be
first quarter.
I don't want to make promises.
Hopefully, but hopefully first quarter. The goal is for me is first quarter, but like I said, things get pushed back.
You see, in marriage, there's no for me, and this for me thing is really bothering me because we work as a team. Yes. So we are working on interviews. So just be on the lookout. Having said that, we just want to say we also would love for you to listen to our audio platforms on all channels. Wherever there's a podcast channel, we will be there. You'll find us there.
Yes.
And also we'd like for you to be friends with you on social media, especially on Instagram. So you can follow me personally at LadySeason1 and
I get inspired by LJ on Instagram, YouTube, fan base, And like I said, this podcast was sponsored by our Next Opportunity Window. It's just a community where we're able to come together, grow, learn. I'm all about giving back and helping others, where you're able to binge on the content and engage in the content with the daily things. We see motivation on a daily basis. We do have monthly webinars. We have quarterly masterminds. that you could take part of. And like I said, it's we give you a 7-day free trial, and then $9.99 after that. But because it's Black Friday, we have a Black Friday special for 20 people. For 20 people, you know, if you
first come first serve.
Yes, first come first serve. If you want to join the community, you're able to, instead of a 7-day free trial, we would give you a 30-day free trial. A 30-day free trial, and then after that it's $9.99 on a monthly basis. But 30 days to be able to receive content, look at the community, see what it's about, see if you want to stay. Because like I said, at the end of the day, I know the value is there, and I know once you get in, you're gonna want to stay. You're gonna, you're gonna invest into it. So I believe in.
So take advantage of it.
Yeah, I know that it's worth it. Another thing too, that because of the community, because of the things, another thing that we working on as well, which will be coming out next year, is we launching a course. If you want to start a business, you have a business idea, and you don't know where to go. You don't know how to go about starting a business, and you just procrastinated because you're like, what's my next move? What's my next step? I got you. I got you. It's a 6-month boot camp, where I'm gonna take you by your hands, and we're gonna go through it every week on a Zoom call, on a call where we go through 1 hour, and we go through step by step from building from a business idea to knowing your USP, mission statement, all the different things, niche, market, establish your business credit, social media, all that, the whole 9 yards for 6 months, where I take you by your hand so that you can begin to build a sustainable business. Once I'm done with you, within the 6 months, you'll be able to build a sustainable business and grow the business. So like I said, that's coming up. But like I said,
if you're interested, just
we're gonna have a website where you're able to join the waiting list, so that when it come out, you're able to be on the waiting list, and once we launch it, you can be able to purchase it. But like I said, the beta is coming soon, within a month, where I'm gonna take a few people. I definitely love to have South Africa. So if you're from South Africa, I'm gonna get back. If you're from South Africa, reach out to me, because the beta is starting within a month. A beta is starting within a month, where I'm gonna take a limited amount of people to start the beta before it launch, and where I can take you by your hands and help you to start a business and help you to generate income, if that's what you desire. So if you, like I said, you want to, the website will be out, but reach out to me. Yeah.
Yes. All right, you said a mouthful.
Yes.
So all I can say is
yes.
Thank you for
tuning in. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Yo, it's your boy, LJ Chaplin, with Lady Caesar, bringing to you Chilling with the Chaplins, where we deep dive, giving you practical concepts in ministry, business, relationship, and personal development, so we can take control of our life. Let's go.